I was just gonna see when it was gonna stop because at the end of the show you can just see everybody else's video.
I love that intro.
Damn it!
I need a fucking intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode. You already know how this goes. I am nope, there it is. I am your man K Marvel.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy QS.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, The Big Stretch.
It's the happiest I've ever seen this man. But
I finished my Duolingo course. I speak fluent Predator.
I told you I'm calling him. Don't do that. Hey, hi, everybody. It's Striker. Hi.
And as always, we are your four corners of commentary. So
5?
Well, I mean, there's an honorary
5?
member.
There's an honorary. There's an honorary quarter.
Absolutely.
So
you can
she's
see,
here
ladies and
today.
gentlemen,
Yeah,
we are not a square tonight. We are actually anybody know the shape? Anyone?
Trapezoid.
Yeah. We're a
Trapezoid or pentagon.
Pentagon, yeah.
Okay.
We're here.
Today,
You
we
got
are
it wrong
joined
last
by whom people call the podcast queen. People call the crossover god.
Wow.
Why do you act like a Baptist preacher?
That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
He's marketing on his new day.
You sound like one of those.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Right.
got Rose Squishy Batty in the building.
Go say after Shepherd.
Yes, the background applause. I like it. Hello, guys. Thank you for having me on.
What's good,
I'm
Maddie?
honored. What's good? Adulting, usually. Life.
Yeah, well.
Indeed.
You know, this is nice to be able to take a break from life and forget about troubles and
Right.
have a conversation
Agreed.
with some cool people. I love it.
Always. So if y'all are joining us now, we were actually just on her podcast,
Yes.
literally 10 minutes, 12 minutes ago.
We were.
Definitely go on youtube.com/Top
Put it
Rope
up,
Squishy.
Put it up, sir.
Subscribe. Oh, all right. Let me get there. That takes a bam.
There we go.
Bam!
All right. So subscribe on all of her social medias. It's awesome. She's awesome.
Thank
Her
you.
content is amazing. She does. I wasn't joking when I said the podcast God.
Thank you.
GAWD. This is
I'm honored.
it's our honor to have you on today.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
I
indeed.
appreciate y'all, and I was honored to have y'all on my show. And y'all know y'all have to come back. So
Oh, always, man. And I meant to mention it on your show. First time it was all four of us together.
yes,
Yes,
it was
indeed.
a blessing. I was so happy to see all four of y'all. I mean, I love all of y'all, but when I
Thank
get
you.
you all
Oh,
together,
my heart.
it's like the whole group together. It's just you guys have such a chemistry. I love it.
Appreciate it. We appreciate
Chemistry.
it. Well,
Very important.
so
Uh-oh.
today it was funny because
Advertisement.
oh my bad. Check out buy the merch. That's what I need to
Advertisement.
put up. Buy the merch, y'all. Buy the Top Rope Squishy merch.
Ooh.
She got mugs, she got shirts, she got a whole bunch of shit. Just buy it, damn it.
That's a fact.
Wow.
Thanks.
Phone cases
Buy
too.
it.
Let's go.
That's from
Let's
No
go.
Neck Bone Tone. He is an artist. That
By
man
the
is
way,
a genius.
he's still there. He's still in the room.
he's downstairs.
Oh, when he come back, tell him to come in the picture, man.
Or as
Okay.
or as we say in fluent Yautja.
Oh God.
What?
So here's the funny
It's a
thing,
Duolingo
right?
course. I speak fluent
So
Yautja.
so
The
Stretch
species
used
that
to
is
have
featured in
dreads,
Predator.
right? And then we came to find out that he's actually part predator. Like it's crazy. So he just wanted to go back into his roots
I
and
know.
learn his
It's amazing what
his
you can find
original
out on
dialect.
ancestryandme.com.
Crazy.
Don't
I know.
And
I
it's
had
not even like the,
don't
it's
give
not
your
even like
blood
the
away
good
to random
predators.
I
The
had
predators
a
from Alien
great
and Predator.
grandfather,
Like, not
you know,
even a
that
good
was,
one.
you know,
In the
back in the
intro,
day,
I
he got
saw-
involved with a female
I
Yautja.
saw the picture.
My
You take a
God.
course in college here and there.
Oh yeah, the old dreads one. It wasn't
Yes,
that
why
long
did
ago
you
he got
cut
him
it
cut.
off?
Yeah. You didn't meet me when I had really long hair. That's for
No,
This
when
was-
we
sure,
met
man.
in July.
And
We
really,
only
really
met
long.
at
It was
Battle
at
Club.
what stretch? It had to be what, a few months before that.
Yeah. I had even longer hair before that, but when I first started doing the podcast, I had like a dreadlock like fade. My hair was pulled back. When I met you at Battle Club Pro, I recently just shaved my head again.
What made you do it? I'm so curious.
Getting up in the morning and having to do my hair is what made me do it.
Word up.
I get it.
I got very tired of that routine very fast again, and it was like, you know what? Maybe I can live with shaving my head once more. You know,
I'm thinking about shaving my head.
So, but real quick, Courtney, what's going on? Thank you for joining us.
and thank you
Anna,
for loving our intro.
that's the sis. What up, sis? What's going on? I know Tone is around for sure. Oh, Tiff's in the building. What's up, Tiff? And no, you definitely should not shave your head. That would not be cool. Anywho's, let's get to some of these questions for you, Maddie.
Do it.
Let's do it. I'm sorry, I'm chomping on apples.
Nah, man, eat. We all got inner factor.
Hello,
This
eating.
well.
I was eating during the other show. I'm currently enjoying a beer, so we have
Okay.
more restrictions on food when it comes to this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure QS is eating like a full order of chicken wings and
Hey,
french
Marvel,
fries.
well, the QS once had a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. On the show once.
A succulent Chinese meal.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Democracy Manifest. You gotta look that up on YouTube.
yeah, no. So let's start it off like this. So we know you're an AEW fan,
Mhm.
and we know that's like your one of your main reasons
What
of
gave
coming
it
back.
away? What
Yeah,
gave it
right.
away?
We know that that's one of your main reasons on coming back into wrestling. So right now, what is your favorite storyline on TV?
Ooh, you caught me off guard with that one. Well, I'm seriously invested in the Thunder Rosa versus Mercedes Martinez because of where it's gonna lead. First of all, Mercedes Martinez is a fucking phenom, and I absolutely am so ridiculously happy that she joined AEW.
Mhm.
But that storyline is gonna lead to a Thunder versus Britt Baker championship match at Revolution, where Thunder is going to take that championship. And that is the most invested I am into a story, followed by the Inner Circle breaking up because Santana and Ortiz are going for their belts. So,
Yep. Okay. So, you know what? Let's ask one more person, and it doesn't have to just be AEW. Let's go with QS. Favorite storyline right now.
Favorite storyline? Yeah. It's really a toss up between, I would say, Punk and MJF, and also my only other storyline that I'd say is a toss up for me would be Ronda versus Charlotte.
Okay.
And I'll say two things. The only reason why I put those two like neck and neck for me together, they're neck and neck. Ronda and Charlotte, it's the storyline to me. I'm eager to see where this one unfolds because this is a storyline that dates back to, would say, Survivor Series. Don't know. We'll say it was Survivor Series. I think it was Survivor Series
2018 or 2019.
2018. Either 28. Yeah, I think it was 2018. Survivor Series 2018, where Ronda and Charlotte, they had to end up facing each other because Becky Lynch actually couldn't face Ronda, couldn't actually face Charlotte because of the whole, couldn't face Ronda because of the whole face breaker thing, that incident that happened with Nia. So she wasn't able to compete. So she had Charlotte wrestle in her stead. And while this was the first time that those two ever actually like got in the ring together, they ended up really putting one of the best matches of that night. They ended up putting one of the best matches. And this was like, everybody was really impressed because again, Ronda's not coming to the ring. She's green. She's still green. You really could tell she can't, we all know that Ronda really can't wrestle, but she was actually keeping up with the lights. she was keeping up with Charlotte. So it was just like, oh, this is a good match. And unfortunately, that match ended in DQ because Charlotte just wasn't taking the L. She wasn't taking a physical L. So she got the DQ, hit it with a kendo stick, and that was that. That storyline was just on pause. So it's good to see it now comes full circle and they're doubling back. And even though, yes, Ronda Rousey did win this year's Women's Royal Rumble, everybody would have thought that it was going to be, Ronda versus Becky.
Right.
That was the obvious choice, but she still has some unfinished business for Charlotte. So it's like, okay, let's go back and date over here.
More money.
Get this go all the way back there. And yeah, it is actually more money. It's obvious.
That's the money match.
Oh, what's good, Tone?
Good, man. It's good, Tone.
Hey,
Big bone Tone right there. That's the
Strong
hub.
in the house.
What's good, bruh?
Yo, I appreciate the support from y'all, man. I just really appreciate it. And yo, I'm downstairs listening to this show right now, man. Y'all got it, man. It's on point.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Appreciate it, bro.
On like neck bone. That is beautiful.
Oh,
Right there. That is beautiful.
Gross.
Oh.
What's
He
that
said
gross?
gross.
Huh?
He said
Who
gross.
did that?
He said gross.
How dare you?
That was beautiful.
How
That
dare
was beautiful.
Beautiful. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
That
That's
is
26
beautiful.
years right there.
That's beautiful within
That's
itself.
beautiful.
So
That's beautiful right there.
That's great.
Now,
26 years, magnificent.
now we're,
Yeah, we were together since we were 14, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
Meanwhile, I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
So here, let's switch the question real quick. Maddie,
Yo.
I know I kind of ruined it a little bit about the favorite promotion because I said it with AEW.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. What
Mhm.
right now do you feel is one of the more stronger indie promotions?
Mission Pro Wrestling.
Mission
And I
Pro.
mean, I'm obviously biased because
Yeah,
I
okay.
love Thunder Rosa.
Right.
But I really do think that what she's doing for women
Mhm.
is huge. It's huge. She's making
Right.
women, women like her do not. How do I put this? This is the end of the popcorn matches for women
Yeah.
came like in 2020. And when she started this promotion, it was specifically so that women would have respect in the ring. And the
Right.
women that she's bringing in, they're getting more gigs. They're getting signed to Impact. They're getting signed to AEW. They're getting on Dark. She's doing things. And that's why I'm a huge supporter of Mission Pro Wrestling. I watch it just the way I watch AEW. I stay on top of it. So yeah, I think Mission Pro Wrestling for me.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Stretch.
My favorite indie promotion, probably ECWA, which has been around for a long time. If you guys have never heard of the Super 8 tournament,
Yes.
this is like
there we go.
This is like the king of the ring for indie promotions. You talk about a Forbidden Door. Everybody takes part in this tournament. Like, look up the history of ECWA. There have been so many names that have come through there, like that have gone on to places like WCW, WWE, ECW,
all over, honestly,
all over the world. ROH, PGW,
New Japan, literally everywhere.
Yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Everybody who's been anybody in the indies has passed through ECWA, which is East Coast Wrestling Association. And they've taken part in the Super 8 tournament. The Super 8 tournament, like I said, is the king of the ring for indie wrestling. It is so cool and so awesome to check out. And it's a one-night tournament. Like, it is so fun to watch.
Wow.
ECWA.
How many rounds?
How many rounds?
3.
I think there's I want to say there's 3 rounds in this.
It's 3 because it's 8.
Yeah, 3 rounds. There's a quarterfinal, semi, and final.
Okay.
There have been so many guys that have come through ECWA. Christopher Daniels, Simon Diamond. There's Loki, Paul London. There have been so many guys. Petey Williams. Davey Richards. There have been so many guys that have won the Super 8 tournament, and actually a guy who won the Super 8 tournament that Marvel will marvel at is actually Austin Creed has won the Super 8 tournament once. So
has he?
Yes, he has. 2010 Super 8 tournament, and there have been anybody who's been a name essentially in
Wrestling
in indie wrestling or wrestling in general that has been through indie wrestling or whatever have you, has participated in the Super 8 tournament. So it really is the indie tournament of tournaments. It's so fun to watch. I absolutely love ECWA and the Super 8, the concept of the Super 8 tournament in general, because so many names in indie wrestling, like it's like a who's who tournament of indie wrestling, and it's so fun to watch.
Right. Well, here, I just wanted to do this real quick. I know it says Facebook user, but I did check it. It's Mom's. It's Mom Dukes right there. So,
hey, Mom.
What's going on, Mom? How you
Hello,
doing?
Mom.
Don't know if you worked today or not, but if you did, hope you were safe in the skies and
Sweet.
whatnot.
That's so sweet, Mom.
Courtney had, she's the greatest. No offense to any of the other moms.
That's how it should be.
Courtney said Mission Pro Wrestling and Warrior Wrestling. Warrior Wrestling is pretty damn badass. How do I get indie wrestling in rural Virginia? Talk to Hangman Page.
Yeah, Title Match Network, or I think IWTV might have Title Match on it, so you can probably just purchase their subscription.
Shout out Virginia, they got
shout out
grits and groceries out there in Virginia, so you might be able to start your own.
You're gonna have to start your own gym, Court.
Yeah,
about it.
I was just saying, you might have to start your own promotion, Court.
Get that LLC. Feel me? So let's switch it up a little. Let's see. You know what? I'll go to one of the guys, and then we'll go to you, Maddie. Striker. Pick out an indie wrestler that you feel should have a little more shine to them. Like as in spotlight, not like shine.
One thing, sir.
There's one answer.
I wore this shirt.
This is why I didn't
wore this shirt for a reason. Don't ask me for shit.
So should I give the question a stretch? Is that what you're saying?
If you want to.
Oh, stretch, go ahead.
The indie wrestler.
I'm surprised you didn't mention him already.
That should get the amount of shine, and he's going to be in the Super 8 tournament, ladies and gentlemen.
He is.
Mr. Darius Carter, ladies and
gentlemen. I knew it!
The All-Father. Wrestling's richest prize. Darius Carter, my pick to win the Super 8 tournament. Your champion,
I think everybody's
might
pick,
be a
actually.
good champion. He might be a service to your company, but he's damn sure not Darius Carter, leader of the Best Business Bureau, ladies and gentlemen. That man is wrestling's richest prize. Striker, you unconscious little jerk. Instead of answering the question with that answer, you decided to pass it to me, not trying to put over the virtue of the All-Father, Darius Carter. You
the king of the territory.
It's sad, though. I really didn't have an answer, so.
It's sad.
Oh, I gotta get sound effects, you guys.
I'm calling Funk Flex.
Drop a bomb.
Oh God!
Damn it!
Don't
Thank you, I appreciate that. Maddie, what about you? How do you what indie wrestler do you think people need to focus on a little more?
So there's this wrestler that I'm not sure I think you guys know of him, obviously, because he was at Battle Club Pro and he works the indies a lot. His name is Mr. Grimm.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of Mr. Grimm. I don't think he gets enough love. I think he's a little underrated. That's another big dude that can do things that big dudes should not be doing.
Was he in the rep? That's not the tag team, right? No. Or was he like it was a 6-man tag? I don't remember.
It was a 6-man tag.
That's what it was.
I know who you're talking about. He's a big dude. They did that plancha over the ropes.
No, it was more than.
No, that wasn't the 6-man. That was the 4-way tag match.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. I know he was tagged with somebody.
The 6-man was prolific in STP.
Yes.
Right there we go.
Shouts out to both of them, by the way.
Yes, that's what I was
doing big things.
Yes, I can't remember the name of the guy that he was tagging with. I just remember he was.
Yeah, I'm blanking out.
Yeah, I can't remember. I have the little card still, and I don't know where I put it.
Oh yeah, mine is. Oh, actually.
And there you can see it. But Mr. Grimm he's fabulous. In the ring, he's very agile. His moves are great. He can hit. He can jump. He can do everything that I like, and he's absolutely entertaining. And I think that people need to pay more attention to him. I think he needs to get another shot on Dark.
Hey, you heard it. TK. God damn it.
Claudia Solis. Yes, Claudia Solis is definitely one to look out for. I've talked to her too. So
I gotta check that out. Oh, I did see when you spoke to her. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
She did the interview with the Midwest Marks, which Courtney is from, and she was wearing my shirt.
Yep.
Troy Hollywood.
By the way, shouts out Court and the Midwest Marks. What's going on to y'all? How's everything?
Yes.
What was I going to say? Stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Random question to the group. Go.
Random question. Any question I want, huh?
Oh, don't
almost any question.
Oh well, within the realm of reasonability, of course.
Yes.
Favorite finisher.
Ooh.
That's easy.
Wait, current or of all time?
All time.
Damn.
That's easy for me.
And go ahead.
Oh,
Canadian
you want me to answer
Destroyer.
it first?
The Canadian Destroyer has
Really?
been. Yep, I fucking love it. I don't care how you do it, where you do it from. Just do it. And every time it's done, whether it's, whatever wrestler, whether it's Darby Diamante or Adam Cole or Britt Baker, whoever the hell does it, because everybody does it. I'm always like, when Penta does it, I just love it. So the Canadian.
I hate the fact that everybody does it now. I will say that, but that is a good choice. I used to pop really hard when Petey Williams used to do the Canadian Destroyer. I was a huge NWA TNA fan when they first got started and everything.
Yeah. It's overdone, but it's a beautiful move and it can be very dangerous. Here's a quick fact: Chris Statlander's first Canadian Destroyer was given to her by Orange Cassidy. There you go.
That's dope. That's cool.
As we say on prom night, you never forget your first time.
Oh my head.
I couldn't help myself. If I had to,
and ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the episode. It's been a pleasure.
If I had to pick a favorite finish of all time, probably a sharpshooter. But specifically the way Bret Hart does it, because he does it from so many different positions. So the guys know it's no secret. Shooting Star Press is a good choice. The guys know it's no secret. My favorite match is Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect, SummerSlam '91. And Perfect tries to do like the leg low blow. He has Hart like legs open. He does like the leg drop into his groin, but Bret catches it and puts him in the sharpshooter. Yeah. Like he does it from so many different angles. Like I've never seen that move before done on the ground, and then he like rises to do it. Like Bret was so good. Like Bret is the reason why I fell in love with wrestling to begin with. So probably my favorite finish is the sharpshooter.
I don't know, man. I feel like if you just want to talk about just true finishers, if you will, the Sweet Chin Music has always been like top notch. Like from the way he sets it up to just it's simple and at the same time effective. You know what I mean? Now everybody does the super kick, which is fine. You know what I mean? But it's like what I said on about Keith Lee on Top of Squishy half an hour ago. You can find that at youtube.com/Top of Squishy. But it's the Michael Jackson effect. It's the fact that you put so much emphasis into a move that it makes it so much more captivating. So the Sweet Chin Music has always been, and anybody can hit it. Well, I don't know about anybody, but
it's the essence of Shawn Michaels doing it. Definitely,
everybody should be able
that
to
adds
hit
to it.
Sean made it a lot larger than life. Like when he would tune up the band and stuff. Like
it's like the leg drop. Hogan made it bigger than what it probably should have ever been. But
or Jake's DDT, like.
That low key might be the best one of all time.
It really
low key. That low key might be it. I think a good finish is one you can do to anybody.
Yeah.
That low key DDT might be it.
QS?
I would say, well, for me, favorite finisher probably is always just going to be the Tombstone Pile Driver.
I knew it. I knew it was coming. I knew it.
And it's not only because,
gotta go with it.
Obviously, we know Taker obviously solidified it and made it a staple. But the likes of there's always so many others that have made it look so vicious, and it's a finisher that you rarely see anyone actually kick out of. Like Kane, when Kane goes and does Tombstone, a lot of people wasn't kicking out when Kane did it. Kane actually did it with much more aggression and force. It was like you felt that person's neck is broken once that Tombstone hit.
Right. That's that rough move.
Or even in the summertime. I have seen Okada do the Tombstone every now and then. It's just
he does it. He does
it. Jumping Tombstones.
Damn near every match.
Scary, crazy.
But even then, like with Taker was when he was winding down his career, like he started like hell doing the Tombstone in different variations, whether it's the reverse Tombstone where somebody's doing it to him and he's flipping it over doing it, or when he's over here getting hit with a GTS or getting hit with a kick and he's like winding back in the rope and hits a Tombstone right after. Like it's just like when you know that finisher is hit, you know it's done. It's only very few people that can like say on their resume
kicked out. Yep.
They say they kicked out of the Undertaker's Tombstone Power Driver.
Yeah, you dead.
Yep.
I can literally think of maybe 4 off the top of my head.
I mean, you could say the 4 is like one. You could say Kane did it.
I didn't even think of him.
But Kane had to go through like 3 or 4 of them.
3 of them, yeah.
To get put down, and that was good storytelling. You could say years later, Shawn. You could say you can't say Shawn because Shawn did it at WrestleMania 25. Mm-hmm. That's when you really was just like, oh wow, like this made it crazy, and that's what probably made it the greatest match of all time.
That match
still made it.
I don't think a lot of people realize just how much of an impact that match has on modern wrestling.
Yes, sir.
All of the same beats that you see, like the big finishers, the near falls, the kick out of the finisher. We all see that today. Like now, like. Every single way a near fall is set up or a false finish, if you will, is from that match. And it's like blows my mind that a lot of people like see that match and it's like, well, I've seen matches better than that. Like,
wait, really?
Like I wouldn't say that you have. Like,
no, you haven't. You have not seen a match.
But I'm like, the match that you just said is the best probably wouldn't have happened without that match. So
I think what makes that match so amazing too is just the fact that for them to be the age they are. And for them to have the career that they have, had, for them to put on what they put on at WrestleMania, like, how can you even, you killed the cameraman. Like, come on, man. Like, you killed the cameraman, dog.
Killed the cameraman, and he almost lost by count out. That was...
Shit, he almost killed himself. You saw the way he curled?
Was that supposed to happen?
The cameraman spot, yes.
It was supposed to happen. But
Shawn pulls the cameraman into Taker diving over.
Yeah.
Have you not watched this match, Maddie?
Oh, you can go see it right now on YouTube. It's right there.
Like, if you get the rest of the episode, I'll just watch part of that match.
Maddie, I very rarely do I beg anybody to go out of their way and experience a subjective experience or whatever have you. If you've never seen Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25, go out of your way to watch that match. It's that damn good. Like
I'm gonna do it.
And honestly,
stuff.
WrestleMania what?
25?
25.
WrestleMania 25. Like
I know who these guys are.
You will watch that match and realize just how many times people have used like beats from that match to enhance other matches.
It's
like,
literally
to watch this tomorrow.
False finishes to the kick out of the finishers to like the moment where you say like, oh no, the match is going to be over and they still reel you back in. Like that match is responsible for modern wrestling today.
What year is this?
It's
remember.
This was WrestleMania 25.
No, so that 25 was 2009. It was 2009 because
that's when I wasn't watching.
Yeah, it was 2009.
I started around 2008, 2009.
That match alone is a masterclass. Oh wow, yeah, but
I love Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker.
That match alone is a masterclass. I would say it is still up to par as their best match they've had ever, compared to the match they had at Bad Blood,
They've never had a bad match. The
No,
match they had at Bad Blood, first Hell in a Cell, the casket match
Oh,
they
talking
had
Shawn
was
and
really
Taker?
good.
First
The
casket
rematch
match
is really good. The next year, WrestleMania 26 was really good.
26 was really good. Yeah, Streak versus Career. Hell, the match that when those two were the final two in the Royal Rumble, they're the final two in the Royal
Now
Rumble.
I want to see
down
it.
there. That's me. Down there. That's me.
She kind of looks like you.
Watch that match.
That's me. Watch that match. Anybody that's watching this show, do yourself a favor and watch Taker versus Michael. It's probably the low-key greatest match of all time.
The only reason why I say watch it, Matty, because it's like the build-up to it, the promo, the build-up, everything that led up to that moment.
Yep.
Like I know they even have a document. They actually do have a documentary on it. It's literally, it has literally been. Yes,
you have to remember too.
It's literally deemed that even Jericho said it's deemed it's like the perfect match.
Yeah,
you have to also remember
perfect match.
A lot of people do not remember it was a year build after that loss.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Shawn was raising hell for a whole year just to get to that match again.
He cost
for
the
WrestleMania.
Undertaker the championship in the Elimination Chamber.
Wait, he cost
Taker
him
had it
and
won,
Triple H the tag team championships because of it.
Yep. Taker had the match won in the Elimination Chamber. He came through a trap door underneath and kicked Taker in the face to cost him the championship. So Taker would have a reason to come after him.
And and it was so funny because it's like what started that year build is like, because Shawn and Taker, they want to slam me for it. They want to slam me for that match previous. And Taker was, after WrestleMania, Taker takes his hiatus, he goes off into the sunset, comes back when he needs to. And Shawn was over here accepting the award, and then he just looks, he walks off. And he comes back and he looks into that camera and facing all of us is watching it and says, "You know what, Undertaker? I can beat you." And you know it. He's like, I can beat you. You know I can beat you. And we're gonna have a rematch. I want that rematch.
Did it happen?
But
it took a lot of
this is when Taker was a champion. Shawn Michaels came back and was like, I want a rematch, and Taker told him, no.
Nope.
He said no.
It's an item for the whole year.
He said
you don't deserve one.
I have nothing to prove.
I have nothing to prove. I have nothing to prove to you.
I beat you already.
And that hurt. That hurt Shawn's pride. And then that caused him to go interfere in the Elimination Chamber match, cost Undertaker the match. And then that's when Undertaker came back came back that SmackDown enraged. And he even came to Shawn and was like, you have my attention. What is it? It went back and forth, and Shawn said, "It's like I'm practically begging you. I want this match. We made magic. Let's go again." And then that's when Taker's like, "Okay, I'll give you a match, Shawn, on one condition. You got to put your career on the line. You want the streak? Cool. You got to put your career on the line." And then Shawn had even said, "If I can't beat you, I don't even have a career."
Back in the day.
That's it. Yo, this was such a good time to be a wrestling fan. This was such a good time.
Back up there, please.
Just so y'all understand that I am an Undertaker fan.
Yes,
please watch it.
Watch
it. It's like when you had a long day at work and you come home and it's the weekend and you go in your wine cellar and you break out that signature bottle of wine and you pour yourself that first glass and you don't even taste it first. You switch it around and you watch it and you look at it and you say, "Damn, this is a good year." And then you taste it and it goes down your esophagus. And then you're like, "Damn, it's good to be the weekend." That's the match right there.
What if you don't drink?
Get the sparkling cider.
That match will probably cause you to drink, guys. It was that good.
For real. Do something.
Take a smoke or something.
Do something.
Something that people don't approve of. That's pretty much what it's telling you. Like.
But overall, the Tombstone is really what still to me, it's one of the greatest finishes.
That's what got this whole conversation started.
Right.
Welcome full circle.
Welcome to our chat offline.
Tombstone,
full circle.
Exactly what happened.
And last but not least, mine very simple, very to the point.
The Cobra.
I believe it.
Your favorite finisher.
The turtle.
No,
shell shock.
Shingo Takagi's Last of the Dragon.
Yeah,
actually
pretty dope.
Actually, a very beautiful finisher move. Shingo Takagi's from New Japan. He was the recent champion.
But what is this move? Like, what is it? Because I know they name it.
It is so if I remember, he sets it up like it's.
I want you to get up and show.
I'll show it to you. But basically, he lifts you over his head, and then he drops you like a power bomb. But within the same time that he's doing the power bomb, he's doing a leg drop.
What the? How does he do that? I can't even imagine it.
It's a pinning combination if you think about it. So he's gonna basically throw you over into a power bomb and then put the leg drop, and then that's how he pins you.
Okay, you know the blue Liger bomb?
No.
When they pick you up, spin you like you go around in
yes,
and you do it, and it's like a power bomb.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's kind of like, so the way he finishes, like, I know you don't really watch the E that much, but like Sami Zayn, the way he does it, typically whenever a wrestler would do it, their leg, as they like land, their leg would be over that arm. It's kind of like that. Like that landing is kind of how like he finishes that move.
What's the name of that wrestler again? I'm taking notes because
Shingo Takagi.
I love to learn about new wrestlers and things that, well, to me, to me.
Well, we do have. I've been thinking about a new segment, so I guess I'll just bring it out since I haven't spoken to the guys about this. Professor Stretch, can you please bless the congregation with a small breakdown on how effective a sharpshooter could be?
Well, thank you, sir, passing the torch to me to speak. What the sharpshooter is, ladies and gentlemen, is a leg submission hold, but it doesn't just work the legs. No. The sharpshooter puts pressure on the lower lumbar region of the spine. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, your lower back. So while only your knees is being cranked and your calf muscles are wrestling against your shins, in that hold, your lower lumbar region is also being cranked by the weight of the individual sitting down on your spine. So, if, for example, an individual like Bret Hart, while he mainly focuses on the legs for the hold, what really immobilizes you is the pressure on your lower back. So while your legs may be in agony, sure, your legs are hurting, but you can't go anywhere because the man is putting 234 pounds of pressure on your lower back, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, thank you, Professor Stretch.
Anatomy 101, ladies and gentlemen.
Wonderful.
We appreciate that, Professor Stretch.
Thank you.
That was great.
I do it.
Hey, Maddie, I'm gonna hit you with a little a deep question, which I'm trying to implement on every episode, especially when we have guests. And we can make this short. You don't have to go deep into it if you don't want to. You can keep it as simple as possible if you like. How is your mental health?
It's not great. I have to say, I'm always open about it on social media. Whenever I'm having a bad day, I will say, you know what? I'm having a tough one today, y'all. But I know it. I know that I have this issue. Sometimes it runs in the family, you know, it comes from the things that you all have experienced together, and it just sits there and turns into something else. And if you don't take care of it, turns into something more. And before you know it, it's giving you a whole whirlwind of problems. So although when I was on y'all show last week, y'all touched on mental depression, and I was very touched by that conversation because it's something that affects me deeply. And I always say mental health shouldn't be a taboo. It should be something that people embrace, just like if you have a physical health condition. It's still part of your body, your brain, you know. So it's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something to be embarrassed to admit. And I'm not, obviously, as you can see, I suffer from depression and anxiety. And you know what? These days, it's very hard to find people that don't have some anxiety, some depression. The world's been going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bad for not getting help. I admit I should have therapy. But that's just procrastination on my side.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, but I think, you know, it affects me pretty much every day. Some days are better than others. And I've put this on my page before. I put a picture of myself smiling, and I said, this is what depression looks like. And I say that so that people could be nice to other people. Like, you don't never know what someone is going through. So do not, like, think about this. And I always do, treat people the way you want to be treated. I know it's so cliche to say, but it doesn't cost you anything to be nice.
Right.
You just really don't know what someone's going through. You might make their day. You might make them feel better, or you might make them worse. So I always say, think before you speak, because you just never know. And I always try to keep that in mind, being somebody that suffers from mental problems like that, like depression and anxiety. I always try to consider someone else before, I say anything to them or be mean to anybody. It takes a lot for me to be mean to someone because of what I go through. And my dog, which I got, has helped me, by the way, with that. So
big time.
A furry friend goes a long way, y'all.
Shout out to
do.
Falcor.
He is good boy.
Shouts out to the name. Like,
he is good boy.
Thank you.
Marvel is not the good. Marvel is not the good boy.
The name that came from the Never Ending Story.
Yes, for those who do not know.
Those that do not know, classic.
Anybody under
and it's very funny because Falcor brought the joy in the movie.
What are you doing?
Yes.
Wow.
Love is the cure. Yes. Yes.
I was also very warm, and I had to unzip my hoodie for a second.
I love that.
Right.
Love really is the cure. I mean, that's the truth. That's
man. I mean, look, they always said it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. So
scientific fact, actually.
So it's really, that's why I wanted to bring it up a little more. We excuse me, if y'all are new to the podcast, Four Corners Commentary, you can go on season 1 and check out one of our mental health episodes there. We actually had a mental health episode towards the end of the year last year with the Fillmore boys, which was awesome. And thankfully, I don't want to say thankfully, I want to say it's been, to me, it's been a I don't want to call it a shock, but I guess I've been surprised at the feedback from that episode and how much feedback we have gotten from these episodes. But it is a big deal for all 4 of us, and that's why I wanted to bring it up. I just feel like it's really important.
It is.
Let's do this. I want y'all to name 2 people that's not seen often on Dynamite or Rampage who should get more of a burn. Just the 2 names.
I got one, but I can't think of one.
I got 2.
I got one for sure. Hobbs is for sure for me.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta come back to the second one.
So let's do the first one first, if everybody has
or we can just do one. Let's keep it simple. Let's just do the one and just throw it out there.
There's
Powerhouse Hobbs for me.
There's a lot. He's up there. I would say probably maybe 10 of the Dark Order.
Okay.
Yes.
I see that.
Interesting.
Preston Vance.
I would like to see them take that damn mask off of him.
Yeah. Still have that shit
especially
on.
with Carmella doing it.
We're seeing his face, but I would.
Yes, I've seen his face.
I know you've seen
I've
it.
never
You
seen his face.
Come on, man.
You see it on the
Yo,
BTE.
watch.
I've never seen his face.
Or it's also on
It's
more so featured on Ethan Page. Like he has this whole skit where he eats like real slow. It's supposed to be seductive. It's actually really funny.
Didn't really sell.
It's really funny. It's really funny.
Bruce, get in here.
I got my person.
Meat.
I got my person though. We mentioned
shouts
Ethan
out
Page.
to James. What's good, bro?
Hey.
Ethan Page?
No, I said since we mentioned Ethan Page, I'm gonna say Scorpio Sky.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
for sure.
One of the
fact
first
that he hasn't had a world title shot is ridiculous.
The fact he's not wrestling on Dynamite still is absolutely ridiculous.
The fact that he was able to spout off all those stats about himself, and they were true
and
stats,
he's still not on
he's
TV.
Never gotten a title shot. That's what is insane to me.
He was a tag champion, but to me, that's not gonna cut it.
No,
it's not.
He needs more.
Man. Q.
I would have said I would have agreed until Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky needs to see more of, and I would say Private Party as a whole.
Yes, and they're back
as a team. Yeah, I see that.
They're back.
I can see that.
Like,
all right, here I'm gonna stick with the Dark Order aspect of it. I'm gonna say John Silver, man.
Nope. Yep.
Like Silver has everything. He can literally be the breakout star. Him and Tent, and I'm not talking shit about any other member of the Dark Order because I do love each member for different reasons.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But John Silver can be a breakout star. The things that he can do that isn't like your normal sized wrestler, or the strength that he possesses, or the speed, or the he's
like,
and charismatic is all hell.
Right.
What? John Silver.
He could pick up Brian Cage. Let's be real here. This guy can do everything.
Like if they pull him away to, I wouldn't say a completely serious role, but definitely a lot more away from the jokey stuff, have him in a lot of good matches, I think it'll be perfect.
Yeah, and people love him. So Private Party.
What? I need John Silver versus Keith Lee. I need this to happen.
Huh.
I need this match to happen.
If he can lift him, that's gonna be
the crowd's gonna lose their shit.
Oh my god!
If he lifts Keith
please
Lee,
let that be in New York. Oh my god!
I'll be there.
There's a low center of gravity. It's not impossible.
It's true.
It's
very true.
Legit Layla Hurd.
Maddie,
yes.
We're gonna flip it. I know you was asking a whole ton of questions on your podcast.
Yeah. What you talking about?
I'm gonna give you the shot to shoot another question, and you can shoot it to any one of us.
I have a question.
Any opinion?
And it's for Stretch, because I actually want to know what got you into becoming a therapist.
Oh, excellent question. Thank you.
Oh wait, hold on. I feel like this is like really important. Give me a second.
Well, with that being a therapist, it's real funny. Like I'll keep it short and sweet, just to I feel like we're talking a lot, but I worked for the DOE in a position. I was a school aide and worked in what's called an impact school, where it's a school known for less reputable reputation, and it was for lack of a better term, there were incidents of student-on-student violence and things of that nature. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in sociology and stuff, and didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do. So it was a lot of avenues in the DOE where I could work, maybe a teacher, maybe a counselor, but I always got drawn to like the counselor side of things. So I worked for the DOE for about a year and a half, went back to school, which was a huge step for me personally on a both a professional and a personal level. I kind of took a leap of faith in that regard, graduated, got my master's degree in social work, and became a therapist, mainly because of, wanting to help people that are not necessarily in the best situations, but one of the things that they teach you is as far as being a therapist is concerned, and one of the things that you really learn is that, the term, good situation or the term perfection or whatever have you is really within the eye of the beholder. It's a very subjective term. There's an old saying, what's good for a spider is usually chaos for a fly, meaning that the spider is getting his dinner or whatever have you, but it's the last moments of the fly's life, so it's chaos for him. Right. But, when you work with families, what I've learned as a therapist, you always meet somebody where they're at, and where they're at is what they consider rock bottom. You start from there and you try to build up as much as you can. You try to instill as much hope as you can to decrease negativity. But what really drove it home for me is, you look back at your own situation. And this is something I think all people do. You make it introspective and you look at your own situation. I was really lucky, even though my family didn't have much, I had a really good support system around myself. Grew up as, from a single mother household or whatever have you. I had aunts I could look up to. I had cousins. I had uncles I can look up to. Everybody in the neighborhood looked out for me. so regardless of, you know, what wasn't there, I had a lot that was there. I had a lot to be thankful for, you know, and that extension of myself is something that I want to share with other people, you know, to get them to realize, you know, that not even, you know, the things may not be as good as you consider it right now, but it has the capacity to get better. You know, let's find some silver linings and let's get you some supports where it can be a lot better for you, you know, and that's something that I think is important to share with, you know, people who, whether they consider things bad or not bad. I think that's a gift that everybody can share with each other, you know? So that's really what led me to become there.
Well
Thank
said.
you for that question.
Damn. Well,
wow.
Well said.
I think the world is greater for it because you're such a awesome person. You've reached out to me on DMs when I've posted my stuff, and I really appreciate that. Seriously.
I still have that message pinned on my Twitter feed, as a matter of fact, and I'm probably not going to take it down. She asked, what are 3 things that you would like to be remembered for? And I put 3 things and reminded her, like, you know, the show that you do is really good. You know, you do an excellent job at, you know, streaming and podcasting, you know, never change the stuff that you do. Like, you know, you're so good at this. Like, even before, like, we met or whatever have you, you asked Marvel this, I was like, yo, we got to try to work with her.
Yeah.
You got a lot on the ball, man.
It's
like,
true.
But you do such an amazing job, you know, and even, you know, for you to be as powerful as you are, to share like some of the struggles that you have and everything, there's strength in that, you know, and that's something to hold on to. And, you know, that's something to embrace. There's a lot of strength and vulnerability. And the fact that you could come on a YouTube show, whether it's ours or yours or whatever have you, and be as honest with some of the struggles that you have, is really shows how strong you really are.
Oh man, thank you.
And that's something to admire. Really,
I appreciate that. I just feel there might be somebody else out there that needs to hear it and not be ashamed about what they're going through. You're not alone.
Yeah,
you're not alone.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
You know what? I like this so much. Let's do one more, Maddie. Go with one more.
One more. I want everyone to answer a question, though.
Okay.
Shoot.
And this one is really weird because I don't know if people know this about me, but I love astronomy. I'm huge.
I see what it's
because I believe in the universe, and I believe that the universe is so grand that there's no freaking way that we are the only living beings alive in the whole universe. So my question is, do you believe that there's other life out there? Because every star you see is an actual sun, and it has planets going around it. And we are just a solar system, right? Within the Milky Way, which has a gazillion solar systems. There's trillions and trillions and trillions. Can you really believe that you're the only planet with life?
No.
We can't be. There's no way. There's no way.
Right? I mean,
I still kind of think aliens brought us here. Like, let's be honest.
Let's be real.
We don't know. We don't know.
Supposedly it's been around for billions of years, you know. So how can you really tell?
First off, and I really, I don't like jumping into religion this way because I'm not a big talker about religion. But, you know, essentially there is a higher something, a higher being.
Yep.
The thing is, it might not be named God, Buddha, Shiva, freaking
Shinto,
Sephiroth, like
whatever. Right?
There's no, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know if there were aliens that came and dropped. Like, we just don't know.
You just don't.
So the thing is like, if we don't know most of what's in our own ocean, what makes you think we know anything about the universe?
Yeah, we definitely don't know nothing about the ocean. I don't know nothing about the ocean.
No,
I'm sure Godzilla's somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll put my foot in it, but I ain't going further.
Right, than that. I ain't going too far. I don't want to go too far because you don't know.
One dip too far.
You don't know, but it's a question that I always ask myself because, you know, when you look around, you're like, we're really, our problems really aren't that big when you consider how vast the world and the universe really is.
Right.
And it helps too.
We're revolving around a giant fireball, ladies and gentlemen. Like, come on. Come the fuck on.
You know, I really
floating.
You know,
in a vast space of darkness. Like, come on, man.
I mean, it's plausible. You know, you think about how, at least what they teach us in science, how humanity, and I mean, like as you know, as a biological species is started. You know, we start as amoeba in water and whatever have you, and grow into these cellular organisms. It's not out the realm of possibility. Whether we'll be alive to like discover that life is, and I mean that as like a race of species. You know, whether we'll be alive to discover whatever extraterrestrial life might be out there is up for debate. But you know, I don't honestly, that I think about the question, which is a really good question. I never really thought about this before. I mean, it's not out the realm of possibility. It's really isn't.
Right. When you really think about it. We're just one planet out of the number is endless.
Yeah.
How?
Goes to show
it's
you
very scary.
Goes to show you like human arrogance to think
just saying
that we might be the only species
shows up,
with prehensile thumbs out there, you know.
It's very scary to think about, and I kind of had like on and off discussions with just regular people, which is a random people, but I also had with like my parents and stuff like that too.
Regular people,
like weird. When I say regular people, like people who
I know
people who aren't up there in that capacity. But
you mean the people that John Legend was singing about? The ordinary
people. Ordinary, the vanilla brain people.
Not us weirdos who think about everything
outside the box, right? But I was just like how you said, we're just one planet in like a microcosm. We're like a microcosm of like the whole galaxy or universe. Like we could be a multiverse.
Exactly.
But the scary thing about that is, and I
the multiverse podcast, scary. Super scary.
I'm arrogant enough I'd like to think there's like a council of stretches out there somewhere.
Like the council of Reeds,
right? Like the council of Reeds or Ricks, not really Reed. Reed is a little, I'm not in Reed's weight class as far as intelligence is concerned.
Excuse me, sir. Reed Stretches. Your name on his podcast is Stretch. It works.
It works. But I mean, in the sense, when I say multiverse, I mean in the sense of like, there's a lot of shit that's happening that we don't know.
Yep.
There's definitely how we have ancestors and we have, an ancestral line of like, we're from this bloodline and that bloodline and stuff like that. We don't know if that's actually this one set universe or one set timeline. That could be something branching off from something else. You have the Mandela Effect, which we thinking we seen shit and we know we seen shit and it doesn't exist.
Right.
So
where's it coming from?
Where's it coming from?
There's so many unknowns. I have a telescope, so I haven't used it in a while. I'm not a fan of the winter, but in the winter is when you see the brightest skies. And oh my God, the things I've seen, like the moon and the Saturn and Jupiter. I mean, and that's just in our solar system. Like it's not powerful enough to reach out beyond, the Milky Way. But my goodness, I would love to see it. Like
we gotta go to Amazon. Get it shipped.
Gotta get you to tweet Elon Musk.
Right. Exactly. Elon Musk, call me.
Elon Musk, take me on a date.
Take me and Tony on a date.
Bing bong. All right, here's the last question, and I was thinking about it. So this is for everybody. 2 people currently in AEW that you would like to see within the next 5 years be AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Do you want me to start off?
That's a quick 2.
I got one off the top of my head, and it might surprise people, but go ahead.
I got my 2.
Okay.
And I feel like, you guys know me. This should be obvious. Adam Cole.
Baby.
And Keith Lee.
Yeah.
And I would have said Keith Lee before he debuted. So
obvious choices. Yeah.
Like
I'll go. Statlander.
Okay.
Oh, good choice.
Yes. And Will Hobbs, because obviously I am pushing him. He is a phenom.
You're a stand for Hobbs?
I'm a stand for Hobbs.
Shit. Trent, that's an interesting choice too.
Trent
he would be great with the heavyweight title.
I would like to see Trent and Chucky T get the tag titles. Actually,
that could be down the pipeline. I think they more so might push Roppongi Vice though. They might push him and
I
Rocky
heard
Romero.
Roppongi Vice was still only supposed to be
You're
a
right.
1-night thing, so I don't know.
Hasn't been a 1-night thing for a while. He's been around.
No,
they're in chaos, so I don't
them-
think it's a 1-night thing.
QS?
Serena Deeb.
Okay.
And yeah, Serena Deeb and Lance Archer.
Okay.
Oh yes, the Murder Hawk.
Hey,
Absolutely.
real quick.
Wardlow,
Do you think
yes.
he'd get the TNT title before the heavyweight title, or you think he'd get the heavyweight title before the other?
I think he'd get the heavyweight title before the other.
Okay.
It's the latter. It's the latter for him. He's already he's a main eventer. He's a main. He's a main eventer. He's already in a main event. Might as well just put him in. Just put the belt on him.
It's gonna happen. Hook is gonna have
Why?
at least a TNT
Why?
belt within the next 5 years for sure.
Hook is up there. I was thinking about choosing Hook, but
Wardlow's a great choice too.
Wardlow's another good choice.
Wardlow, I was thinking about Wardlow.
I have a Team Taz member and somebody I think that'll
Yes,
surprise you,
sir.
I think that'll. I say the first name, Absolute Ricky Starks, number
Yes,
one.
sir.
I don't know.
Preach into the choir here, sir.
All the makings of somebody who can carry a world
Absolutely.
championship.
Yep.
My second choice.
That's a great choice.
My second choice.
Excellent.
I'm torn. I think that both members of this tag team could be world champion, but I'm going to go with Anthony Bowens. I think Anthony Bowens has the makeup of being a world champion. Same for Max
Hell
Caster.
yes.
Max Caster really could. They complement each other so well. The Acclaim
very
by
well.
far is one of my favorite acts in AEW
I
because
love
of how
them.
well they complement each other. Max Caster can talk people in seats, and I think Bowens he's such a good worker. Honestly, I think Bowens is going to be the guy in like 5 years where it's like, this is the guy that's going to carry us like into the next
That's dope.
next era or whatever have you.
That's a good choice.
Those are my two choices.
Wow.
All right, did you do yours?
No, I didn't. I've been saving it for last. Wow, great choices. I just didn't want to step on anybody's toes, but my choices might just be far out. Believe it or not, I think Orange Cassidy should get the title.
You think so?
I think Orange Cassidy will be able to hold the title. There's a difference between.
It's over.
But it's not even the over aspect. There's a difference between him still being on that in between of I'm serious, I'm not serious. But on the one hand, character wise, we already know he's already over, right? As you said. But I think giving him something to hold and something to protect and something to keep will drive him to actually pull out the matches that we want out of him, that we know that he can have. So Orange Cassidy is one. And two, Jay Lethal.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Jay
former
Lethal.
heavyweight champion.
I put it on Keith Lee before Jay Lethal though, but
I think Keith Lee should get the rocket on him, honestly.
I agree.
Just shoot him to the moon at this point.
Ooh, him and Kenny. Ooh.
But Kenny has a lot of shit going on for him right now. Like he has a line of people that's gonna knock him back down. Huh?
I don't care about right now. I just need it to happen.
Yeah, it has to happen.
I'm
saying that I'm not saying that because of his absence. I'm saying he has a lot of people lined up to face.
Oh, well, yeah.
Especially when he's coming back.
For sure. Well, ladies and germs, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Both Maddie and the four of us appreciate y'all sticking with both episodes of Top Rope Squishy and the Four Corners of Commentary. We really appreciate it. Maddie,
hey,
tell them.
Follow me, Twitter and Instagram and YouTube at Top Rope Squishy, just the same way as down there. It's Top Rope Squishy across the board. And if y'all in the room right now, hit that like button. What you doing? And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe, goddammit.
I synced it. We get the analytics and everything.
That's right.
Damn it. Well, it's true. We do.
Thank
I
you
got
for
everything
having me
on my
on,
phone.
y'all.
I see it all.
The pleasure was all ours. We assure you. You know where you can find me. Everything will be on the bottom right there. After the comments. Great show.
They were repping us. I was saying great show.
Thank you, ladies.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, ladies, for rocking with us.
You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all. If I can comment out. There we go. now.
There it is. There it is. All the stuff down there, the good stuff, as we say. The good stuff, like our unofficial sponsor for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Victory Sour IPA, 9.5 triple sour beer, ladies and gentlemen.
They're not paying us.
Bring that.
The stuff that puts the edge in the big stretch.
They're not paying us.
They aren't. They aren't. And nor can I pay you to follow me, but I still would appreciate it.
There you go.
You are horrible, sir. You are
Yes,
horrible.
I am.
Thank you, Tiff.
Scholar and a gentleman.
You roll everybody. Anna, Court, Tiff, Jay. Thank you.
Thank you, Sasha.
Who's next?
Oh, that's sweet, Sasha. Definitely.
Appreciate you.
Keep Maddie on the show. If she wasn't so damn busy.
I always make time for y'all.
Aw.
So just ask me and I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Well, as you know, you can follow me on Instagram, on Twitter at that same name. Side note, to the ones that are reaching out, that have reached out to me personally, I guess you guys say thank you. I'm a little stuck because I don't really know what to say. I'm actually not okay. It's actually taking everything in me, only because next week that I'll probably make it be known by next week. But I'm not in the greatest space, never was. I don't know what's going to happen here. Don't know. So thanks again for everyone tuning in. Again, I say, Courtney, thank you for reaching out, especially you. Shout out to you for reaching out. And of course, thank you, Maddie, for even joining us and everything. And I guess, for all our supporters, like, subscribe, share. But for now, just thank you. That's all I really got. Thanks.
Love you, QS.
Yeah, we love you, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, Striker Dragoon. I'm the commish. Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, the same. See y'all soon.
And as always, sorry, this is my QS impression.
Damn that
As
noble
always.
glass xenon.
Really. As always, you can find me at Mr. Marvel87 on Instagram and Twitter. Twitch is at Mr. Marvel _87. Man, people are tired. You can always follow us at the Council of Commentary on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. You can follow at Council of Commentary on TikTok and at CO Commentary on Twitter. You can also listen and find us on all of your listening and video podcasts, spaces, places that you listen or watch it. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Audible, and iHeartRadio, and so much more. Just look for the purple ring that says the Four Corners of Commentary, mics in the middle, 4 commentary tables on the side. You can't miss us. 4 Corners of Commentary. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you for being a part of us. We really appreciate it. Next week, next Thursday, same time, we'll be here. Maddie, thank you again for not only having us on your podcast, for you jumping on ours right after. It's a long time to deal with us, so I'm sorry.
No, I love y'all. This has been so much fun, and I just want to say this has helped me because the distraction is amazing. So thank you,
man.
guys.
Always.
Positive distraction is always great distractions.
Or you can find us. And ladies and gents, this has been another episode with our honorary member over here of the 4 Corners of Commentary. Yeah, throw it up. Throw it up, Maddie. Oh, you doing 5? We doing 4?
We'll do 5, 4, 9.
We do both. Back and forth. We appreciate it. All right, y'all. Peace out. Stay safe. Stay positive. Peace.